You are a phenomenon, a one-of-a-kind miracle in this world. There has never been anyone like you in the entire history of this universe, and there will never be again. Think about that for a moment. Every single one of us has a unique story, a unique path that has shaped who we are today. That is your superpower. It's essential to recognize and embrace that power. Life is short, shorter than we often realize, and many of us waste it chasing things that don't truly matter. We're caught in a cycle of superficiality, trying to fit into a system that constantly pushes us to conform. But the time to break free from that is now. 75 springs, 75 summers. When you break it down, life isn't as long as it feels. So why waste it? Why spend your days trapped in a rat race, obsessing over things that don't matter? It's time to wake up, to get your head out of the fog and focus on what's really important, right now, this very moment. Too many people live life like it's a test, always worrying about the right answers, always afraid of making the wrong choice. But that constant stress of trying to get it all right will only hold you back. Forget about trying to fit into someone else's mold. Life isn't about getting the right answers. It's about trusting yourself, doing what feels right, and taking risks. My mama used to say, "Trying is failing." That's because trying is filled with doubt. It's full of what-ifs and maybes. Instead, just do. Act on what you want, no matter how big or small the opportunity is. Whether it's a new job, a new city, or even a fear you've been holding on to, go after it. Make something of yourself. People are so afraid of standing out, of being different. But the truth is, greatness is about being different. It's about daring to be bold and bright in a world that tries to make everyone blend in. You were born with unlimited potential, capable of achieving incredible things. If you can see it in your mind, you can make it real. Stop focusing on what's wrong and start looking at what's right in front of you. Love more, hate less, and start believing in yourself. The world is full of people who want to keep you small, but you have no idea how powerful you truly are. You can be great, and the time to start is now. When you grow up, people will tell you that life is set, that you need to play within the rules and live within the lines that society draws. But those lines, they're imaginary. Everything you see around you, the rules, the expectations, the limits, was made up by people who weren't any smarter than you. You can shape your life however you want, but first, you need to stop playing by everyone else's rules. Life isn't something you're just supposed to live inside. It's something you can change. So stop holding back. Dream big. What do you really want from life? What would you do if you had no limits? Too many people live average lives because they're afraid of failing. They're afraid of starting something and not being able to finish it. But there will come a day when living an average life, when being just okay, is no longer good enough. Maybe it's when you lose your job, or when you realize the people you grew up with have achieved more than you, even though they had less talent. There will be a moment when it hits you that you're capable of so much more, but you've been holding yourself back. Don't wait for that day. Don't wait until it's too late to tap into your potential. You have something inside of you that's dying to come out, but you've been too scared to unwrap it. Maybe you've been afraid of the pain or the commitment it would take. Maybe you've been scared of failure or of what other people might think. But the truth is, no one is going to live your life for you. You have to make the choice to stop being average, to stop playing small, and to start going after what you really want. Success isn't about talent or genetics. It's about grit, determination, and being the hardest worker in the room. It's about getting up every time you fall and never giving up, no matter what. Time is your most valuable asset. You think you have all the time in the world, but in reality, time is slipping away from you every day. One of the most dangerous things you can do is wait for the right time to start living your life. You think you'll have time tomorrow, or next week, or next year, but there is no tomorrow. There is no perfect time. You have to start now. Every day you spend waiting for things to line up perfectly is a day you'll never get back. The longer you wait, the smaller the window of opportunity becomes. Look at the people around you. While they're sleeping in, while they're complaining that it's Monday and they have to go to work, you have the chance to get ahead. Greatness isn't reserved for a lucky few. It's available to anyone who is willing to put in the work every single day. You get stronger when you choose to get up early, when you choose to put in the extra hours, when you choose to push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. Stop wasting time, because once it's gone, you can't get it back. Every moment is an opportunity to get better, to work harder, to chase your dreams. Don't waste it. We all have demons we're running from, challenges we'd rather avoid. But the only way to overcome those fears is to turn around and face them head on. Whatever is holding you back, whatever you've been avoiding, it's time to stop running and start dealing with it. That's how you grow. You have to stop breaking promises to yourself. When you say you're going to wake up at 5 a.m. and you don't, you're teaching yourself that it's okay to quit. But it's not okay. Every time you hit snooze, every time you take the easy way out, you're robbing yourself of your potential. The path to success is a lonely one. You'll feel like you're out there on your own, but that's a sign that you're on the right path. If everyone was cheering you on, it would mean you're not doing anything different. You're just like everyone else. But greatness isn't found in the crowd. It's found on the road less traveled. Stop caring what other people think. Stop trying to fit in. Stop looking for validation from people who aren't going where you're going. You were born to stand out. You have something inside of you that no one else has, and the world needs that. Don't waste it by trying to be like everyone else. The grind is hard. It's not supposed to be easy. If success were easy, everyone would have it. But the reality is, most people quit when it gets tough. That's why they stay average. But you're not average. You're here because you want more. You're here because you're willing to put in the work, day in and day out. You're willing to do what others won't so that you can live a life that others can't. But that means you have to embrace the grind. You have to love the process, not just the result. There will be days when you don't feel like it, when you want to quit, when it feels like you're not making any progress. But those are the days that matter most. Those are the days that separate the winners from the losers. When you push through the tough times, when you show up even when you don't want to, that's when real growth happens. Success is about showing up every day, no matter what. It's about putting in the work, even when no one is watching. It's about going all in, knowing that the rewards will come if you just keep grinding. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't give you a heads up when your opportunity is coming. You have to be ready all the time. You have to be relentless. You can't just want it sometimes. You have to want it all the time. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who take action. Every day you have to make the choice to show up and do the work. Every day you have to be willing to push yourself, to go beyond your limits, because that's where success lives, on the other side of your comfort zone. You're going to get knocked down. That's a fact. But it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up. Success isn't about never failing. It's about never giving up. It's about being relentless in your pursuit of your dreams. You have to want it more than anything else. You have to want it more than you want to sleep, more than you want to party, more than you want to be comfortable. You have to be hungry, because if you're not hungry, someone else will be, and they'll take what could have been yours.